So today, we're going to talk about Sonderfy. And what's so cool about it is that it wasn't born from some big, complicated business plan. Nope. It came from just a single hour of pure curiosity. It's a really fascinating story about how a personal project, something built just to solve one simple problem, can end up unlocking something truly profound about, our own inner worlds.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You wake up from this incredibly vivid, maybe even emotionally charged dream. You think, okay, I've got to remember this one. And then, poof, it's gone. The details just melt away the second your feet hit the floor. It's such a common feeling, and honestly, it's the problem at the very heart of this whole story.
So, let's get into it. The fading dream problem. The guy who created Sonderfy, he looked at this and thought, this isn't just a memory issue. He saw it as a fundamental problem with how we even try to deal with our dreams the moment we wake up. The whole system is broken.
Yeah, it's a classic retention problem. The way we capture dreams is just, it's broken. Think about it. That groggy, half-awake state you're in, that is the absolute worst time to ask your brain to do any kind of work. The insights from our dreams are super fragile, almost like smoke. And the tools we've always used to try and catch them, they just aren't designed for that delicate moment.
And this really shows the difference, right? On one side, you've got the old ways. Dream journals. I mean, who wants to fumble around for a pen and turn on a bright light when you can barely even open your eyes? And then there are those generic dream dictionaries that give you these one-size-fits-all meanings that, let's be honest, rarely fit. But the new way, Sonderfy, is the total opposite. It's all about being immediate, personal, and as easy as possible. Okay, so how do you even begin to solve a problem like this? Well, it didn't start with a huge team or a bunch of venture capital. No, it started with a single, focused hour of just playing around. And this, folks, is where the story gets really interesting.
It all started with a developer named Ilya Pavlov, and he wasn't trying to build the next big startup. He was just doing something he called vibe coding, which, by the way, is a fantastic term. It's just exploring an idea with zero pressure. No roadmap, no tickets, no deadlines. It was just him, his laptop, and a problem he wanted to poke at before his morning coffee got cold.
And he said, I told myself I'd experiment for 60 minutes. That hour turned into Sonderfy. I mean, how cool is that? It just perfectly shows the power of that kind of focused, no-pressure approach. What started as this little 60-minute challenge to just see if something was even possible, it quickly turned into a real working product that he actually launched. So Ilya's first big decision was probably his most brilliant one. He decided not to build yet another app that you have to download, use once, and then forget about. We all have enough of those, right? Instead, he went with what he calls the zero UI approach. Basically, don't build a new app, build the tool right inside a platform people are already using every single day, like Telegram. That way there's zero friction. And Telegram was just the perfect choice. Why? Well, for starters, it's probably already on your phone. It's part of your daily routine. And sending a voice message to recount a story, that just feels so natural, especially for something as personal as a dream. It feels intimate. It feels private. Because let's face it, dreams belong in a chat, not some complicated cold dashboard. So, building the tech was one thing, but what about the tool's personality? This is key. The goal was to make it a coach, not a guru. And funnily enough, the philosophy behind that was actually shaped by learning a classic developer lesson, the hard way. So what was the big mistake? Premature multi-language support. It's such a classic trap, and even the best developers fall into it. Ilya wanted Sonderfy to be perfect right out of the gate, supporting 3 different languages. But focusing on that kind of completeness so early, it almost killed the project. It actually doubled the complexity of the code before he'd even proven the main idea worked. But that struggle, that mistake, it ended up having a huge impact on the bot's persona. It made him realize that the bot shouldn't pretend to have all the answers. It wasn't supposed to be some mystical guru telling you your future. No, it needed to be a reflective coach, something that asks you gentle questions and helps you find your own insights. So, to put his own creation to the test, to really see if this coach persona worked, Ilya became the very first user. He told it about a recurring dream he'd been having for a while, a dream about flying. But there was a catch. In the dream, he could never seem to land. And the bot's analysis? It came back and said, it described my current state almost exactly. Progress without grounding. Wow, that was the aha moment. The bot basically said his dream reflected momentum, progress, but also a serious lack of grounding, like his mind was way ahead of where his actual life had caught up. And it hit him hard. His own little 1-hour experiment had just held up a perfect mirror to his life. Just incredible. Okay, so let's talk about how Sondrafy actually listens. Because that one personal moment of insight, that's what turns Sondrafy from a simple experiment into a really polished tool that's designed to help any of us listen to our own subconscious. And this is what it looks like today. From that little 1-hour experiment to a real tool for turning your dreams into self-knowledge. It's still got that super simple, chat-based interface. It's all about taking that complex, foggy world of dreams and turning it into something clear, something you can actually learn from. So, what are the key features? What does it actually do? Well, you can record your dreams with either text or a quick voice note. Then you get this personalized, psychology-based analysis. It explains the symbols, the emotions, the meanings, and it connects your dreams to what's going on in your real life, whether that's work, stress, or your own personal growth. And maybe most importantly, it's all about privacy. Your dreams stay your dreams, period.
I love this breakdown because it makes it so clear. Let's talk about what Sandra isn't. It's not some generic dream dictionary. It's not mysticism or fortune-telling. And it's definitely not another complex app you have to spend time learning. So what is it? It's context-aware and psychologically grounded. It's a tool for self-reflection. It's just a simple, private dream companion.
All right, let's wrap this up. Your inner world awaits. Because really, the big takeaway here isn't just about a cool piece of technology. It's about creating a brand new way to access a part of ourselves that, let's be honest, most of us ignore most of the time.
The tagline says it all, really. Your dreams already speak. Sondrafy helps you listen. And that's the core idea, isn't it? All the insights, the patterns, the worries, the hopes, they're already there. They're playing out in your mind every single night. This is just a tool designed to help you tune in and listen just a little more closely.
And that really leaves us with one final big question. What is your subconscious trying to tell you? It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the most profound insights we're looking for, they don't come from the outside world. They come from the one we get to explore every single time we close our eyes. So what might you discover if you really started to listen?